All right, welcome to another episode of Up a Creek with Two Paddles. I'm Austin.
I'm Blake.
We're out here on the Saluda.
This is the Broad. This is the Broad before the Broad and the Saluda meet.
We're out here on the Broad River in
Broad
Columbia
River.
on the busiest Columbian day of the year, South Carolina versus Clemson.
It's one of them for sure.
It's got to be the heaviest traffic
It's
day
up
of Columbia.
there. It's up there. Not only that, they block off many streets for the games.
Yeah.
Like, it's a busy game. They're blocking off Shop. They're blocking off parts of Bluff, parts of Rosewood. It's like, Jesus. Anyway.
Man, I haven't been to a Carolina football game in quite some time. Probably since I was a teen.
Yeah, I haven't been in. I've only been in one game, and it was my pop took me to a Clemson Carolina game, and some guy fucking behind us was being a total asshole to us because we were wearing Clemson stuff. But that was cool. You know what I mean? It wasn't an issue. Neither of us are two particularly hotheads, so
man, I guess
it was straight.
Since I started on that topic, we can talk a little bit about predictions. I'm just glad that there's finally a year where both teams look bad.
Dude, well, the thing is, we're both on 3-game win streaks.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So, that's good. We're both coming in with a good morale.
Right.
As a Clemson fan, and you're the USC fan here. Sorry about that.
Barely. I mean, it's.
But anyway,
I'm a USC fan by proxy. I'm not necessarily
by proxy. But you've been to more USC games than Clemson games, right?
I've never been to a Clemson game.
Okay, yeah.
No. I mean, I was raised in a South Carolina family. That's the only reason.
But you've been there to Clemson so many times now too.
Yeah, Clemson I have nothing against Clemson. I'm not like one of those Carolina fans who hates Clemson.
Yeah. I'm not like that at all.
I like to see good publicity come to South Carolina regardless.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because
absolutely.
But anyway, what predictions? Okay, so we're both on that 3-game win streak, so we're both feeling good coming into it. You guys threw us off last year in the Valley, right? So I'm hoping that we can match that energy and like fuck y'all over with Willie B. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like
Willie B is a tough stadium,
Willie B is tough, but I saw a video of Shane Beamer being like, "Man, our students need to be
they have been slacking.
They need to do a better job of staying in here to the fourth quarter. We need hype. We need energy in the fucking room." So
well, we also know the football team that doesn't suck.
What game was that? Do you know what game that was?
I don't know. It's probably more than one of them because we look like trash.
It's probably a recurring thing.
Year,
You guys get too fucked up. That's the real issue here. You know what I'm saying? You guys gotta chill out before the games. This is a 7:30 game. Yeah, exactly.
I guarantee it's a 7:30 game. It is 12:30. I guarantee there's somebody tailgating that's already a six-pack in.
Dude, what the fuck? Are you
already
kidding
a six-pack in?
They woke up early this morning, dude. Jesus.
Man, I'm not a big fan of the 7:30 games. I like a 3:30.
The 3:30 is the sweet spot.
I like a 3:30.
Because the 12 is like, fuck you, 12?
12's too early.
What the fuck, homie?
3:30, you can excusably get a couple beers in for the game.
It's perfect. The game's over at like 7:30.
Because, dude, a noon game, you're tailgating at fucking 9 a.m. Nobody wants that.
Exactly.
Your weekend shot.
Exactly. And then if it's a 3:30 game, if you're tailgating, it's perfect to hang out after the game. You know what I mean? Because people are trying to get out. You can wait out that mass flow. You know what I mean? You can pack up, take your time, and it's not super late. As to where if you're starting at 7:30, the game's over at 11:30. You know what I mean? You want to get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? So if you're tailgating, you want to get the fuck out of there already because it's late.
All right, but I'm just gonna say I think it's gonna be a good game.
It should be.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a battle.
It'll be a back and forth.
I hope it will be.
I don't know because
I hope it's gonna be.
How does y'all's defense look this year? Because I think our defense has kept us in a lot of games.
I haven't watched the past 4 games. But from what I've seen, we're not really good at the run block. Other than that, I mean, we're okay with passing as far as defense goes. From what I've seen, I have no fucking clue. I don't pay attention to football. But from what I've seen, the run is a big weakness for us. I don't know if y'all are more of a passing or running offense this year. I ain't watched a single Clemson game. And the only reason I watch Carolina games is to hang out with my family. That's literally the only reason I do that.
It's fun.
It's just fun.
Get
together and watch a game.
I haven't been
they
the
annoy the
fan this
fuck
season.
out of me.
Yeah, right. I haven't been.
And they are well aware. That's not a secret. They are well aware they annoy the shit out of me when they're screaming at football games. I just don't get it.
Dude, my sister she's a sophomore at Clemson. She's got season tickets this year, so she's been going to all the games.
That's fun.
Dude, that shit was so. I only got to do it 1 year because I had the first year we were there, I got season tickets, and the next year was COVID, so I didn't go to any of those.
Right.
I just worked that whole second year I was there, which kind of blew.
I'm not a huge football fan, but man, going to the games is a blast. There's something about that energy, man. It's so fun.
It's especially really in a place like Clemson. Like the city is so small, the whole city is blew up. Like the whole city is packed out. Yeah. Because it's so small. Like in Columbia, like you might, if like me and you hang out here all day, we could avoid it. We wouldn't even know there was a game going on because the city's so big. But in Clemson, like like it's game day in Clemson. You fucking know, like everybody's it's there.
Yeah.
So I like that. That's really cool. Like the whole city shuts down basically. But I don't know. I would prefer like I just think Clemson's a cooler atmosphere because I grew up like not in a big city. So I love the mountains.
I agree
and
with
there's so much forestry land out there and Clemson Experimental Forest. Like it's just a playground for me. You know what I mean?
I agree with you.
And I grew up going there. Like, oh my God, like I just love that location.
Yeah, as far as the landscape,
you got just enough of the niceties, like not to miss out on, nice grocery stores and like things to do.
Yeah. It's a good balance.
But you got to drive a little bit farther to do the nicer things like Greenville and Anderson. But
yeah, but still, I mean,
I don't know. I'm gonna encourage Jackson to go wherever the fuck he wants because at the end of the day, I'll probably be living in Columbia.
For a while.
Yeah, that's one downside of Clemson is that like it's a college town. You know what I mean?
That's
like
true.
It's a college. So you're not gonna like. You might retire there.
Columbia is very business oriented.
Yeah,
very business oriented.
Yeah, for sure. But it's wild, dude.
So, I mean, obviously, you're going to predict Clemson. I'm going to predict Carolina. The actual predictions aren't the fun part. It's just discussing how it's going to go is the fun part. Because
I am going
There's no way we're going to predict the opposite team.
I think one of us at the end of the game is going to have the opportunity to make a drive and win the game. That's what I'm hoping for.
I hope so.
And so if you had to pick one team to be like having the ball last to win, who do you think it would be?
Like, I think it's going to be South Carolina, and I think we're going to fuck it up.
That's the worst.
To be completely honest with you.
Because even if you're the defense and you get scored on by a good play, it's like, okay.
Because
if you just fuck up and fumble the offense, like that hurts. You know what I mean? That
is fucking straight up standard practice, South Carolina. You got the last drive to win, and you throw an interception. That's classic South Carolina for you. So yeah, I would.
We've done that a couple times this season, also.
I would predict if it's going to play out like that, I think South Carolina's going to have the last drive. Maybe we'll pull it off.
Cade's playing better though. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I hope. Anyway, I think we both hope. I don't really care who wins.
I just want it to be a good game
because they're going to play again next year. It don't even really fucking matter. Yeah. I mean, it matters, but at the same time, like. It's like you get this every year. So you always have the opportunity to like get it back, I guess.
Yeah. I just want to see a good game, a good fight. I don't want there to be
would be fun.
No, a firefight or a nice defensive battle.
Yeah,
like,
like a low scoring game would be cool too.
I just want to see a battle. I want to see a hard fought fucking
This is also
old Southern football battle.
This is all both coming from two people that aren't like huge football fans.
Not even close. Not even close.
So,
but hey, we can put in our 2 cents. But we'll move on.
Oh yeah, we got to say Trump's going to be at the game.
Trump is literally coming to the South Carolina Clemson football
He's going to be in one of the boxes for sure.
My cord's giving me a lot of trouble right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to be in one of the boxes.
Oh, dude, the security in Columbia tonight.
What if he just big dicked it and went on the field?
He might.
Yeah, that would be lit, dude.
He needs to be the one to go out and sing the national anthem.
You think people would? You think if Biden was coming on the field, they'd throw food at him?
In South Carolina?
No, since it's South Carolina and they sell beer in the stadium, they would probably throw beer cans at him.
Damn it, my cord.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm having technical difficulties. I can't hear shit. Sorry.
Is it not? It's not. You got some hair in there. That's the issue.
Probably. But no. Okay. Well, Trump's the last thing we'll say about the football game. But what I was talking about earlier on the way here, fucking I'm in the Christmas spirit, man. I was feeling it this morning. It's finally Thanksgiving's passed. We got a month. What? Today's the 25th, right?
Today is the 25th.
26th?
The 25th, yeah.
We got a month to just soak in the nice holiday season.
I know, man. We were talking about earlier, what ruins the holiday season for me is... I always enjoy it. But as far as Christmas music, I need to be more specific. Christmas music. Some of the lyrics are just...
Yeah. And
like you were saying, the instrumental stuff,
jazz, man.
Yeah.
Christmas jazz is unbeatable.
Yeah.
That'll put you in the fucking mood, dude. You'll be wanting to dance. You'll be like, hell yeah, it's Christmas time, motherfucker.
I feel like the food at Christmas is better than Thanksgiving because there's a little bit more freedom.
I feel like
you know
you're
what
wrong.
I mean? Come on, man.
No. You're right, because a lot of times
there's
for
more
Christmas
freedom
meals,
at Christmas.
a lot of times for Christmas meals, the same exact thing gets cooked, except it's ham instead of turkey and
pecan pie.
Typically not dressing. Yeah, pecan pie instead of sweet potato.
By the way,
I
made a sweet potato and pumpkin pie, and it was delicious.
This man's merging cultures. I like it.
No. I'm merging vegetables, homie.
The vegetables are culture.
Dude, but I thought they went very well together, dude. I really did. They complemented the flavors were complemented.
Yeah.
But my dad and my
sure.
Nana, my dad and my Nana are both pretty heavy cooks. They both said exactly the same thing to me. They said, in the same order, they said, the crust was great. The filling was salty from scratch. Everything from scratch. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They were
salty.
But here's the thing. I didn't measure my salt. I didn't go by a recipe. I made the filling to my taste.
Okay.
So I was making the filling, and I was like tasting it as I went, and I was like, that tastes good to me. And also there was a phenomenon of when you cook, it comes out more salty than when you were making it because you lose water content.
Okay.
As you cook it, and I've never read this anywhere. I'm just using my common sense.
Right.
As you cook it, you're going to cook moisture out, right? That water in the sweet potato and the pie, and the pumpkin is going to evaporate and leave, right? And that's what makes it set, right? It is, it's no longer running.
Right.
It sets up because the water and moisture leave, and as that leaves, the concentration of salt in the pie is greater. Does that make sense?
I follow that logic.
I mean that is it.
But I'm saying I don't make sense to me.
You know how concentration works?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It makes sense to me. But
as you lose volume, the concentration of salt goes up.
But the concentration of sugar should do the same thing.
Yes.
So your ratio shouldn't change.
But people don't mind more sweet. And I don't make my stuff particularly sweet anyway. So it was on the a little bit more savory side for a pie. You know what I mean? It wasn't super sweet anyway.
See, that's why only if you're making a pie specifically for yourself, which no one ever does.
No, I kind of was.
How has anybody
I was making, because everybody makes dessert to bring. Everybody brings their own fucking dessert.
Yes.
What do people do? They bring their own dessert. I was bringing mine. Okay.
For everybody else to eat. What percentage of pies have ever been made for the sole eating of the person who made it?
Probably very few. But I'm an asshole, and I was.
Pies are definitely something you bring to a gathering.
Yeah. Oh, unless you're. I see your point.
Right.
I see your point. So no, you're right. A lot more than just. I don't know. I might make a pie for just my family.
Yeah.
I got some leftover filling. I might make another small.
Yeah,
crust.
and grandmas might be throwing off that ratio.
Dude, I had an idea. Okay.
What?
You're right, Grandma. Okay. So so I like a crust on top, right? I like that double crust. It's just nice. But traditionally, a sweet potato or pumpkin pie doesn't have a top crust.
Right.
I was thinking instead, thinly sliced apples as a crust on top.
A little cinnamon.
With a little bit of cinnamon on top.
Ooh, maybe a little nutmeg.
Yeah. Some nutmeg on top. Yeah. You see, you get my point. So you have a crust on top.
Oh, I'm getting your point.
But it's not like another dough crust. You're just adding another element. Do you think the sweet potato would go well with the apple? I think a nice Granny Smith would be good. A thinly sliced Granny Smith.
Here's what I'd do.
Rock me.
Stew you saute. Stew you up some nice sweet apples.
No, I don't want to cook them before.
Hold on.
I don't want to cook them before.
Let me finish.
Okay, you could, but...
Stew you up some nice, sweet, delicious apples and take you a slice of an already made pie and give her a little taste test.
Okay.
See how the apple and the sweet potato work together.
Right.
And then
do a crust.
Then you commit to the full pie.
Word. I'll try that. I'll try that.
Or, I mean, you could try
I'm thinking about trying that for Christmas. You know, since you do have a little bit more freedom at Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was thinking about doing something a little bit more.
That sounds delicious. What you thinking? More. Fuji? Honeycrisp? Gotta go sweet, right?
I was thinking Granny Smith.
Really?
That's just me.
Little contrast.
But like I said, I don't make
acidity.
If I was making things for other people, I'd probably make things a little bit different. I'm a little bit more rustic.
I don't know, man. I see how that could work too.
I'm a little bit more rustic.
You got to have the balance of sweet, savory, acidity.
And
so maybe if you, right. All right, if you're doing Granny Smith, you got to make. Don't you salt that pie like you did this time. You got to.
Yeah, it's got to be more on the sweet side.
Yeah, because you don't need as much salt since you're getting some of that sour.
Yeah, you're for sure right. I need to be careful with the salt.
You're making my mouth water.
I thought that was a good idea, but
I've
never seen that done.
Did you pig out on Thanksgiving, or did you do pretty good?
Man, I did all right. To be honest, I ate a big lunch, and then we went. So I ate lunch at about 1:30. Right,
yeah.
Usually people eat at least 2 meals on Thanksgiving. With different family folks, whatever.
Yeah.
So we had our first meal at about 1:30, and then we were supposed to go over to my dad's at about 6, or we're supposed to eat at my dad's at around 6, and at 6 I just wasn't hungry. So I sipped whiskey until about 9 o'clock, and then I made a plate.
Oh, Jesus.
I was sipping slow. I was sipping real slow. I poured maybe like 2 or 3 shots over the course of that like
I had
6 to 9 range.
I had the perfect amount of beer to be just completely jovial at my Thanksgiving. I had like 2 IPAs and a Miller.
What time do y'all eat?
We ate at 6.
A little late.
Pretty late. So I mean, I was in a great mood. Oh, those. Sorry, I'm changing the subject. Those little Zen nicotine pouches that are tobacco free.
Yeah.
Supposed to be like apparently one of the healthier ways to consume nicotine.
I've heard that.
I tried one.
What percent?
My cousin. I have no clue. It was some
6 or 3 or.
I have no clue. It was some citrus flavor, but the guy, my cousin's fiance, I was sitting beside him after everybody had finished eating, and we were just talking, and he broke out the Zans. He was about to put one in, and he was like, "Man, you tried these?" I was like, "Shit, I've been vaping a little bit. I've been wanting to try them." And he gave me one. Dude. Oh, my God.
They're nice.
I don't need to add another habit into my life, though. But, dude, they are nice.
If you could ditch the vape for the Zen, that would probably be better.
Yeah.
But then again, you don't know what's in that Zen. It is probably better than the vape for sure.
Probably. But you never know what might come out in the future. But
yeah. You could still a possibility.
But yeah, fucking.
But no, I want to. I put one in one time, if I can speak. I put one in one time, and it was a 6er, and it was just way too strong for me. It rocked.
Mine must have been a 3.
ass,
but then again, I vape, and I'm a little more accustomed to nicotine.
You even like a little bit of a spliff like going on.
Yeah, so
I don't know. I've never been huge. Even a blunt sometimes is too much for me, and for the nicotine. Yeah, but
no, it was like the most subtle buzz you could think of, and it just had me just relax in a good mood. It was nice. I enjoyed it. And I had a couple drinks
after dinner.
It was after dinner, after a couple drinks. So I'm sure like midday at a task you need to focus on, it would be really good for that as well, because it is a stimulant.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But man,
I've heard the Zens are good, dude. I've heard they are. I know a lot of people that like them.
But yeah, fucking
all my hip buddies do them. You know what I mean?
I mean, I liked it. I just don't want to.
I'm not so hip. I've never been the hip type.
I'm not going to go out and buy a pack right now. I don't know. Another thing, that'd be nice for the deer stand.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Because they can smell a vape.
Dude, my dad saw 2 deer.
Smooth, 2 deer?
Yeah, but like he said, it caught him at the worst time, where he was in the stand and he was trying to move his water bottle to try and get like, I don't know, take a sip or get more comfortable or something. So he had kind of put his rifle on the stand and then kind of moved. And as he went to move, right after he put his rifle down, as he turned, he saw 2 deer and like froze. But it was too late. They kind of perked up and started going the other direction. And then by the time he turned, he didn't have a good shot. And
couple of does?
I think he said it was getting late. I can't remember if he said 1 buck, 1 doe, or 2 doe, or I don't remember. But
I wouldn't mind a nice fat doe.
Oh man,
people don't like to shoot does, but we have a lot of deer in South Carolina, so I don't think it's an issue.
They're quite abundant.
Yeah. If we were in another state, it might be another consideration.
Right.
But, you know.
Yeah, I'd love to get one, man. That'd be so much meat for me. Oh, just for one person, especially since I'm trying to do carnivore. Oh my God, dude, that'd be so nice.
Man, a lot of people cut, sausage with
pork fat or
with
beef
pork
tallow.
Fat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's 100% what they'll do.
Yeah.
I got nothing against that.
I've tried something last year for the first time. My friend Matt Staub, he got a deer, and he took it to a processor that does. They call it deer bacon. So they shave the deer real fine, and they incorporate a lot of pork fat, and they press it into a bacon-like strip. It's good.
Sounds good.
It's good. It's something alternative to like a ground sausage. You know what I mean? It's just something they do it, kind of along with that. But it was good, dude. I liked it.
Yeah, that sounds good. But back to the holiday season, man. Like, I woke up this morning. I told y'all the whole way on the road, I was listening to that good old instrumental jazz Christmas music, man. If I put on like fucking "Oh Little Town of Bethlehem." Right. Or fucking Jingle Bells, I would not be at all in the Christmas spirit. But you put on that smooth jazz, and you just hear that little melody, dude. I don't even care if it's June. That'll put you in a good mood.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I used to watch the Little Drummer Boy at Christmas. Like when I was like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I used to watch that at my grandmother's house. Dude, a Mickey Mouse Christmas. I used to watch that shit too. VHS, son.
Ours was
always... y'all
always...
don't know about the VHS nowadays.
We always,
Jackson will never
fail...
see a VHS tape.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Without fail, every year our staples would be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like the claymation.
Classic.
And How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Jim Carrey version.
Jim fucking Carrey.
The boss, the GOAT.
There's some originals that are way better, but some remakes, like take for instance Alice in Wonderland, right? Classic compared to the new Tim Burton.
Great remake.
The remake's more entertaining. Sometimes they don't work out, but sometimes they fucking slap.
Although the animated version is a lot more trippy.
Like The Grinch is another example of that.
Yeah.
The animated one is?
Dude, yes. The animated version's trippy as fuck.
It's more trippy than the Tim Burton?
I might be conflating Alice in Wonderland with Fantasia.
Oh, Fantasia, yeah.
I watched Fantasia on certain substances one day and lost my shit, dude. That movie is trippy as fuck. There's like neon glowing dancing elephants and dude, it is intense. It is intense.
I've never seen Fantasia.
It was nice.
I'll have to watch that.
It was an experience.
Wow. Dude, Disney be going hard. Have you seen that Disney with the dicks thing? Have you seen that? Where they incorporate dicks into their art? Yeah, dude, this is a thing. Y'all should check this out.
Old school Disney?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, old school Disney was fucked up.
Bro, I don't even know about
old school Disney was dark as shit.
Like, I saw one picture with it was Mickey and Minnie Mouse. And, like, they made Minnie's dress into a full-blown cock. I'm talking like a big, hard cock, dude. Just, like, right in the middle of the screen. Dude, please. I will look this up after on the way home, and I'm going to show you this because it is nutso. And there are many examples of this. Y'all do a little dive if y'all have a little bit of free time and want to be entertained. Look up Disney dicks, okay? It's funny.
Or don't. or just move on with your life.
No, come on, man. That's funny, man. It's funny.
It is funny.
They're putting dicks in pictures on purpose. What are they doing?
The old school Disney was dark as shit,
there?
Dude. Oh, I mean, all the ones
they want to entertain children.
All the same ones that rule the world.
These grown men want to entertain children. Come on now.
They got to lure them to the island somehow.
Oh, Jesus.
They lure the kids to the island with Disney movies.
Racist, pedophilic motherfuckers.
Don't forget anti-Semites.
Oh, Jesus.
Walt was a pretty hardcore.
Good old Walt.
Anti-Sim.
Really, was he? I'm sure.
Yes.
That's terrible.
Walt Disney was racist as fuck.
Whoa.
And anti-government. He was trying to literally start his own government. That's what Disney World was.
I've heard that. That's wild. In Florida?
Yeah. Disney World has their own laws.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. That's fucking weird. It seems kind of cult-like. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's what Epcot stands for. It's like experimental community of the future or something like that.
Empire.
Of tomorrow.
What an entertainment empire, though. Good God. You know what I mean?
Fuck Disney.
It's crazy, bro.
I mean, I love Disney. I was raised on Disney. Disney's awesome,
I
but
don't
fuck
want to
Disney.
go to Disney World. I'm sorry.
I don't either. I've been. It's cool.
I have to. It's all right.
Spend your money elsewhere.
It's a lot of it's a lot of feeling like cattle. You know what I mean?
Well, it's so much money to just go walk through basically a giant mall.
They have rides, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm just like
Epcot is like that.
You're spending, if you're bringing a family of 5 to Disney for a week,
you better have $15,000.
Right. So why don't you take $15,000 and go to Iceland
or buy 5 acres?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go to Disney.
Yeah.
Go see the world. Don't go see Disney's.
Yeah.
You go instead of going to see the world, you go see Disney World.
If you got money to blow, but if you don't.
Well, I mean, it's kind of an obligatory vacation if you got young kids.
Yeah,
if you can afford it.
I feel like people feel pressed to take their kid to Disney World even if they can't afford it.
Yeah,
you know
very
what I mean?
much so.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Ooh, I hear a little wind. Sorry. We're outside on the river. Literally on the river this time, not just by the river. We're on the river.
We're on the river. That wind's picking up a little bit. I was feeling warm.
You got more of a comfy spot than me.
Dude, my ass hurts. I have you have some wiggle room. I have no wiggle room.
I keep folding. I keep accordioning. Just
I'm going to get a workout while I'm on this.
I know what I was going to say that we kind of moved on from. I did really good at Thanksgiving.
I did too. I did pretty good.
All I had was turkey, ham, and deviled eggs.
That's all you ate?
Yes. But then I didn't have any carbs. That was only meat. So then I'd been drinking. I got home. I smoked a little weed. And I had a couple bags of chips.
What? You're fuck.
I suck. I suck. I know I suck.
On Thanksgiving, dude?
I know I suck.
You are the worst.
I had a great meal. The ham was delicious. The turkey was perfect. I got no complaints other than the damn temperature. Well, I'm not going to get back on that. And then the deviled eggs were delicious. I was completely full, but I got home. I got a little munchies in me, and that's what gets me.
Why didn't you take some munchies home?
Because all the meat was already eaten. Most of the leftovers aren't the meat.
But you ate carbs anyway. You should have taken some mac and cheese or something.
I know I should have.
All right, let me tell you what I ate. Ham, turkey. I ate. I tried some black eyed peas. That shit wasn't good. I'm gonna be real. The black eyed peas was fucked up. I don't know who brought the black eyed peas, but they was fucked up. Okay. My grandma made some collards that were good as fuck. Dude, you know what goes good as fuck on collards, bro? Some spicy vinegar. Get with the program, son. Get with the program. Put some spicy vinegar on your greens, son.
Also, if there ain't fat back in your collards, they ain't collards.
Bro, you got to put some fat, some cut up.
If there ain't fat back specifically in your collard greens,
you can get away with bacon.
No, fuck you.
Thick cut bacon.
No, fuck you.
Yeah, you can.
If there's not fat back in your collard greens, you did not cook collard greens. You fucked up collard greens. That's what you did.
Anyway, yeah. So I had some collards. I ate my pie.
Oh man.
My grandma made some pumpkin cheesecake.
God damn, dude, you got to stop. Black eyed pea, collard greens,
cheesecake. They fucked up the black eyed peas, bro.
Ooh.
They fucked up the black eyed peas, dude.
Ooh, there ain't nothing like black eyed peas with a little cornbread.
I ate some dressing. I stayed away from the bread. You know what I mean?
I feel bad. I mean, you had dressing.
Bread.
That's literally just bread.
It's bread. Yeah.
I'd had none. But I mean, I'm not claiming to be superior because I fucked up.
That's the only bread I had.
I went home and got high. I'll tell you exactly what I ate. That I'm ashamed of. I had a bag of Cheez-Its, and I mean like little single serving snack bags.
Yeah.
A little bag of Cheez-Its, a little bag of Ruffles, a couple Tootsie Rolls.
Okay, that's fair.
And a cup of banana pudding.
Okay, you passed.
And I took my ass to sleep after that, son.
You had some Thanksgiving banana pudding. You passed.
I got home. I was staying with Denise, and she had some in the fridge. I was like, I got the munchies. You got banana pudding in the fridge?
Are we past 30 minutes?
It just hit 30 minutes.
Oh, word, okay.
Let me go reset that.
It is 2. Or it's 1. It's only 1. Okay, you're good.
Again, like I said, it's not life or death. I really don't care.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to leave my place at 2, we would probably need to start walking back at like 1:30-ish. So
we'll wrap it up after this one goes off, and that'll be right at 1:30, and we can start walking back. And then, yeah, that'll.
Ooh, my feet!
I'm not too stressed about getting back by a certain time. The only reason I wanted to be back by 3 or 3:30 is so that, like I said, we could get back in the woods because we were gonna go hunting again. But I mean, shit, I'm enjoying my time out in nature right now. I mean,
we haven't seen another person.
I've seen a couple.
Oh, I've seen a couple
way up there on that path.
Oh, on the trail
around us, yeah.
Yeah, this is a sneaky little spot.
I like this a lot.
This is a sneaky little spot.
Man.
Yeah, I'm not telling where it is.
And it's...
You can find it easily.
If you look at the video, there's pretty much only one place in Columbia that looks like this.
Only one.
But yeah, man, fucking, again, I know we say this all the time, but it's like pretty comfy outside, and it's almost December.
Today is one of the few days of this fall that has been a little bit brisk. You know what I mean?
There was a week we had back in like September.
That's true.
That got rough, but it's supposed to dip down pretty low this week. I think I saw like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday the low is like 28, 29.
Word.
So it'll get a little cold. I'm hoping to see some snow. Hoping that old El Nino brings us some snowstorms this year, man.
It seems like it's a little bit higher probability this year than most years.
From everything I've been paying attention to as far as weather goes,
if it does, it'll probably be early January.
Hopefully. I wouldn't mind a nice snow.
I mean, one snow for us a year ain't bad at all. Like, you know what I mean?
As long as it's one good snow.
Yeah.
Like something that sticks.
You know what
At least a couple inches on the ground.
You know what I've always wanted to do? Literally backcountry ski down some trails. Like, imagine if you're in the Smokies and they got like a foot of snow.
I got to go front country skiing first.
Yeah.
Before I hit in the back country.
Yeah. But dude, if you knew a nice mountain, like Mount Mitchell, for instance, you can drive to the top of that mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So, if you wanted to, hypothetically, you could, if there was a good snow, go to the top of the mountain and board/ski the trails down the mountain. It would be fucking sick.
It'd be sketchy.
I know people that do that in like Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, I'm sure where it's consistent.
They get more snow. Yeah.
It's also probably a little more common.
Backcountry skiing in Vermont's a thing. They do
I mean, it's common. I mean, it's huge in the Rockies.
I guess some places in New York too.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about East Coast.
Oh.
It's a little bit different here because we got some thick forest in the southern Appalachian, dude.
Yeah.
It's thick forest.
It's not quite as high in altitude.
Man.
Or elevation, I suppose.
That's a full-blown rainforest. The southern
temperate rainforest.
Oh, yeah, temperate rainforest, yeah.
Not full-blown.
Not full. It's not tropical.
It's a half-blown.
It's not a tropical rainforest.
Got us a good old half-blown rainforest.
Man,
wouldn't that be disappointing?
That's the only thing I don't like about Columbia is that I lived closer to the mountains.
You stepped on my joke.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say, man, isn't that annoying? Half blown.
Oh, that sucks. Jesus. How often do you get half blown, though? Like, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. You got to have, like, an incident happen.
Yeah, like, it don't take much longer from half blown to get to full blown. I mean, not for me especially. For God's sakes, just put in the extra work.
All right now. All righty.
Settle down.
I always bring up poop, and you always bring up sex.
Okay. I'd rather bring up sex. Obviously.
Who's to say I'm not?
I don't like poop. I hate changing Jackson's diaper, dude. I hate wiping his shit. Why does he? And he fights me while I do it. You know what I mean? Like, already as if I want to do it. He's like, fuck you, you can't change me.
Is it harder now than it was a year ago?
It just depends on the day. It depends on his mood.
It depends on the dump.
That too. Like, sometimes he's got some really sticky, tarry poops that, like, stick to his ass. And sometimes they're, a little bit more dry and they come out in logs.
Has it given you any insight to your own fecal matter?
We
only ask the most pressing questions here at the Upper Creek with Two Paddles podcast.
Dude, to be honest, for some reason, baby shits are a little bit more runny than mine. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like mine are more like a little bit more solid logs.
Yeah. I know I asked, but you didn't. You don't got to get into the details. I was more or less just making a joke.
I know I asked, but
yeah, you don't have to answer.
I take things way too seriously. So, but yeah, So.
Oh man, dude, I can't like. I enjoyed doing almost a 2-hour episode on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that was fun.
Like today's only going to be about an hour, maybe a little over, but that 2 hours is fun. But if I do that, if we did 2 hours every week, I would have to up my payment plan for my hosting service because we're only allotted so many hours.
Really?
Yeah.
In a year or what?
Per week. No, per month. So like per pay cycle. Like you can choose a plan.
How many hours do you get?
And I think
per month?
we're allowed 6 hours per month.
Mm.
But if we go over, they just charge me per hour, which is like $3 an hour. It's not crazy. And we rarely go over. But I mean, we've got the perfect plan to where if we do a little less than an hour and a half every week, we won't surpass it.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. But and again, like it's $18 flat, and then like we went over last month, so it was $21 for the month. It's not bad at all. Not complaining. I'm just saying, like if we really wanted to up it, I'd have to switch it up.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's not a bad jump.
No.
If they're just charging you per hour over,
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. Oh my gosh.
I'm having trouble coming up with conversation topics because I'm just enjoying. Yeah, I'm just basking.
I'm literally basking in the sunlight right now.
This is nice.
There's that sun. That's the first time. I wonder if the camera's flickering a little bit.
I think I set it on auto, which I hate to do, but I knew that sun would probably pop out. So I think we're looking good. It doesn't look blown out from here. I can see the background. Probably not too many worries. Man, thinking about still on the job search. I'm thinking about going to Tractor Supply in Union. Just
word?
A merchandiser. Just a little stocker. Just general worker. I think the only thing I wouldn't be in charge of doing is cashier work, which is the main thing I don't want to do.
Right.
But I'm just thinking, that'd be...
They got a position open?
Yeah. And that's the closest possible work to my house. So that'd be nice. That'd be nice, saving some mileage on my truck. But I was going to go apply for the Boiling Springs Lowe's like I'd been talking about, but they're not hiring for any positions other than specialists and like supervisors.
What's a specialist?
Like a flooring specialist, plumbing specialist, kitchen specialist, like.
Oh, I see.
And they really prefer that whoever does that job has had a little bit of training in whatever trade so that you can be more help to customers.
Right.
And I wouldn't want to go in as a specialist, obviously, if I don't know anything about it.
That's like, hardcore customer service too.
Well, it's more just like, in my opinion, the most hardcore customer service is dealing with returns in any field. It's having to deal with people returning products.
Right.
That sucks because people have a reason to be mad half of the time. But when you're just like sitting there stocking a shelf and then some dude walks up and he's like, "Hey, I'm looking for an elbow joint. Can you point me?" And sometimes they'll just ask like, "All right, should I use rubber cement? Do I need to have like,
Right.
You might want to have a little general knowledge so that you can answer those types of questions."
Right.
But that's not super hardcore customer service. But also I'm thinking Tractor Supply would probably be a little bit more chill. It definitely gets a lot less traffic than a Lowe's does, especially being in Union.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And it saves you a good bit of money not having to drive to Greenville.
Ton of money.
To Spartanburg, honestly.
Ton of money. And, another big perk is just keeping the miles on that truck low. I want to keep them as low as possible.
Right.
Because I'm at 105,000 miles.
That's not bad at all.
I know, but I want to keep it low.
Dude, me and Hannah's next car is either going to be a Jeep, a Subaru, or a Toyota.
I vote Toyota. I'd say for practicality's sake, don't get a Jeep.
It would be nice for Hannah, I feel like.
It would be. But you're thinking like
because we got to have a truck.
You're thinking like Jeep, like Cherokee, Grand Cherokee.
I'm thinking another car for... No. I'm thinking if we get a Jeep, it'd be a Jeep.
Okay, then that's different.
It'd be like a Jeep.
Yeah, those are if you're going to buy anything from the brand Jeep, it needs to be the rugged ones because they make up their money on the more hardcore Jeeps.
And the resale is really good on the old.
Hold their value really well.
Yeah.
Hold their value really well.
And I've heard the same thing about obviously Toyota, but Subaru as well.
I'd go with
value really. I like some of the Subarus a lot, dude.
I'd go with like for Hannah, like a 4Runner or a Highlander.
Dude, she's been talking about a RAV4. She likes the RAV4.
RAV4 is nice because y'all got to be thinking about 4 seats for sure, little space, you know.
Yeah.
With the kid coming.
I kind of wanted her to get a Subaru. I wish she wanted a Subaru.
Subaru's nice.
But like,
I'd say get pre.
She doesn't want. She's not a huge fan of the Subaru.
If I wouldn't want to drive one. I'd go pre like 2018. From what
we're definitely getting a used one.
Yeah, but from my knowledge, I think like 2010 to about 2016 is a sweet spot for a Subaru. I think. I fucking don't know anything.
Dude, I saw a new Toyota. Is it a GR85? Is that what it is?
You've told me about this on the episode where we talked about vehicles.
Dude, yeah. I saw another one. I was like, damn, that thing is sweet. It's tiny, though. They're so tiny.
Yeah. You don't need that's not practical for you.
No. That's a
third car.
Ideally, you have 3 cars. You have a truck, a nice sporty SUV with a little bit of room, and then a nice date night sports car.
Oh yeah.
Or a muscle car.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, a classic muscle.
Oh, driving to like a date night on that, dude, that'd be sweet. Dude,
speaking of trucks, go ahead.
I was gonna say those Can-Am Spiders. Those things would be a fucking sick date night car. Yeah, with the 2-seaters. Have you seen those? They got 2 wheels up front, 2 seats, and one rear wheel.
Can-Am makes one?
I'm pretty sure it's Can-Am Spider, yeah.
I know they're the most common one's the Polaris Slingshot.
Oh, maybe I'm late. Maybe I'm wrong. Dude, those things that would be
the Can-Am Spider.
Awesome toy. Those things would be an awesome toy.
Yeah, that's a Polaris Slingshot. The Can-Am Spider you're thinking of is the motorcycle with 2 wheels in the front. That's a Can-Am Spider. I'm 99% sure.
Okay.
Those things are sick too, but that's not a.
I'm talking about like that weird shaped thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of them.
Really, I would love to try one of those out, dude.
I'd rather have a legit sports car than that thing.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
What if it's raining?
Then drive your truck.
Yeah. All right. So speaking of trucks, you know, I was telling you I drove down to the cabin. I was 4x4 in a little bit, four-wheeling through some mud, and my dad was just like, I don't want you to tear it up and all this and that. And I said, if you own a truck and you've never gotten it stuck, are you truly a truck owner?
Right. I mean, nowadays, that percentage is probably way lower than it used to be.
Very low. These fucking...
But in Union, like...
What do they call it? Pavement princesses.
Yeah, right.
Jacked up trucks that never see mud.
Bro, you know, like a nice, shiny Ford Platinum, F-150 Platinum. You know, that thing ain't never been off a paved surface.
8-inch lift. Fucking insane truck.
My mom's new Bronco has massive tires. The tires are like close to 40 inches. They're not 40 inches. They're probably like a solid 36 inches.
She got a new one?
She got an
off-road version?
She sold her Bronco Sport and went with the full-size Bronco.
Good job, Libby.
And it is
job.
Way sweeter.
You had no business driving that ugly little piece of shit Bronco.
Dude, and the color, she's got big white alloy rims.
How the fuck? I know we've
sweet.
Talked about this before. I don't think it was on the podcast. How the fuck did Ford call those two vehicles both a Bronco?
I'm pretty sure they're on the same chassis.
I don't give a fuck. You know how many cars are on the same chassis that don't share names?
I think the Ranger's on the same chassis as well.
Speaking of stupid names for cars that don't look anything like one another, why the fuck did Ford name
the Mustang?
The Mustang EV.
I really hate that one. I don't mind the Bronco Sport.
They are tarnishing the legacy of Mustang by making that EV. I'm sure it's a nice car. I'm not hating on the car itself, but I'm saying call it something else.
I don't mind the Bronco Sport as much as I mind the Mustang, because that's against the whole principle of Mustang.
Exactly.
The Mustang is the
find another horse.
Car. Yeah.
Find another horse.
What would be the?
Just call it the Stallion.
Call it the Pony, because that's what that thing is.
Yeah,
that is.
I don't know, dude. Those electric vehicles are fucking insane.
Some of them are.
That thing's. I'm saying that's a nice vehicle, but it's not a fucking Mustang.
Dude, I don't know, dude.
Call it a Clydesdale.
It's not a Mustang.
Call it anything other than a fucking Mustang.
It's not a Mustang, that's for sure.
It's not a Mustang.
But
apparently the Challenger's going away. Last year of the Challenger.
Ever?
I mean, indefinitely. That's what I've heard.
The Charger's better anyway. I like the Charger.
I think a lot of people would debate you on that. I like a Charger.
I like the Charger better. Personally.
I don't know, but I've driven a
some
V8
years.
Challenger.
Some years are definitely arguable, but nowadays I like the new Chargers better. The new Chargers are fucking filthy. That's a nice town car right there. That is a damn good town car. If you got the money to spend on a Challenger
poor
or a Charger,
old fucking Camaros. Don't get none of the love.
Yeah, Camaros.
Well, sorry, dude. If you put a GT Mustang versus a fucking like Scat Pack Charger versus a whatever Super Sport Camaro,
you're done. I'm going. Which one are you going with? I'm going with the Charger.
I don't give a fuck who wins, but you're lame if you're in the Camaro.
Personally, I'm going with
GT
the
Mustang's
Charger.
probably going to win if you want my honest opinion. But I don't know. Are we talking like completely stock but upgraded?
Right.
Versions?
I'm not smart enough to know all that stuff.
I don't know.
Just in terms of the look, I would go with the Charger.
That Tesla Plaid will beat them all, though. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, but
damn sure.
But to be real, like the workability of the Tesla, I mean that's debatable. And the quality and longevity of a Tesla is still yet to be seen.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know what I mean?
Cybertruck's finally rolling out.
Nice to see. The only people that work on Teslas is Tesla. Like you can take your Charger to God knows how many fucking mechanics and like, thank God I get to work on this beautiful piece of art. You know what I mean? But with a Tesla, it's like, you know, you got to send it to fucking Tesla.
Yeah. So very, very good point.
That is, you know, that's one thing. You know, interesting thing about Tesla is that they have a battery for all four wheels. Like there's a separate battery for all four wheels, which is wild to think. I forgot about that. Each battery is like $2,000, I think, or $2,300. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. I'd drive a Tesla for sure. I would love to drive one around just to play with it. But in terms of like, I'm thinking about buying a car.
Like you're saying, like
I see so many Teslas in Columbia. It is ridiculous.
Like truck, SUV, and then a Tesla is your little sports car. That'd be a nice little town car, little hot date car.
Nah, bro.
Get one of the really sporty S's with the fucking.
Nah, bro. It would be sweet
version.
on 26. Like going to work every day, it's perfect.
That's what I'm saying.
It'd be perfect because on 26 you can literally go around any car you want effortlessly. So I like that about it, but like I don't know. Like, do you feel weird about the fact that they kind of corner that market and their supply chain is highly questionable and all that shit?
Tesla's is the least of all the EVs that are questionable. Tesla's the least questionable.
Based on what?
Elon Musk claims that all of his precious minerals.
They all claim that.
Well, I think Elon, if anybody's doing the work to make sure, I believe it's Elon. I don't think General Motors is going to make sure their cobalt's coming from humane places. But I think Tesla would. Because Elon's entire life is dedicated to the betterment of the earth.
He's a businessman. He used that to get business.
So?
To be honest,
I
he wasn't totally genuine about, or maybe he didn't know.
Got a bee on you.
Where?
Stomach. He's just chilling. Little honeybee, it looks like.
Scat. It is a honeybee.
No honey here, brother.
I ain't got shit for you, homie.
He was just chilling. He didn't go
far. He was cooling.
He was chilling.
But to be honest, like I think we've already talked about this, but he wasn't totally genuine, or he didn't know. But the environmental impacts of mining are just as bad, but they're more local than carbon emissions.
I'm not saying Elon's all good, but I'm just saying I'd trust him more than I would a lot of other
It's good to have diversification of avenues. I believe that. But, you know, I don't know that he's been totally forthright about the overall environmental quality that, or you know, the environmental benefits that electric cars bring.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
But also, here's the kicker. I saw Apple's CEO get on and talk about how they know that all of their precious metals come from better places that don't use child labor.
Cool.
And the only reason that I am more inclined to believe him, even though I don't 100% believe him, is that you need way, way less in terms of actual amount of raw materials to make that battery for that phone than you do for the Tesla batteries. However, there's a lot more phones.
Yeah.
It's still, I'm still on the fence about whether to believe him or not. You know, and I don't think they require necessarily the same amounts of raw materials for their batteries as well. But God, I don't buy that one. It's hard for me to buy that at all.
I don't buy it 100%. But like, I'm just saying
But we still all use them. I mean,
I support Elon. I'm not an Elon hater.
Cool. I like Elon. I like him. He's cool. I'm glad that he exists.
I'm not saying he's doing all 100% good.
Yeah, I wish he would be more forthright about the effects of mining and how much that, his company has contributed to that.
Yeah.
Because he almost single-handedly brought back the electric car. You know what I mean? Like, he was a huge driving force in that. So he needs to understand his role and responsibility in that. And, so I wish that's the only reason that I wish he was a little bit more forthright about that. But anyway.
I just like to see a CEO who's actually doing some designing and engineering.
Yeah.
Like the CEO of Ford, I highly doubt sitting down at the fucking desk and drawing plans out. You know what I mean?
And I don't know how much Elon does of that anymore. He's probably more of like a guiding hand. Like they bring him plans and he's like, yes, no, yes, no.
No, he said on his very last interview for Halloween with Joe that he said he is still extremely hands-on.
Yeah, but still, like he also said that it takes way more time and energy to perfect the manufacturing. So I'm sure.
But that's still designing and engineering.
Fair, that is.
You're designing and engineering machines
it's
that
just
can
different.
build.
It's not automotive. He's building a fucking factory.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, which is way harder. Dude, I've been in factories. I've worked in a couple of factories before, and man, the amount of engineering that it takes to make one of those motherfuckers work, from the electric to the plumbing to the water to all the machinery, it's wild. It's so impressive. Man, even some of the places in Union, like where my dad works, CSL Plasma, they make IV bags.
Yeah.
It's super fucking technical, man. That's
extremely
a big building.
Yeah.
God,
and that's got to be super sterile.
Oh, dude,
those IV bags, they're strict at CSL Plasma.
They deal with the FDA.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's pretty intense.
God, the manufacturing is super impressive, and I love that South Carolina and North Carolina are still two places that are heavy manufacturing based. I love that, and we're going to get more coming for the cars. We're getting a lot of new car manufacturers coming here. We're getting electric vehicle we're getting electric battery manufacturer in Columbia.
Okay,
and it's like
cool.
So it's good that it's giving jobs. At least here.
Yeah. I mean, man, there's always going to be give and take.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
And you got to try it to figure out what works.
No, I'm not mad that it's a thing. I'm just wish I like accountability also.
Oh, I completely agree. But that's kind of my whole point. That's
the whole issue. Is when none of these rich motherfuckers are accountable. That's the whole big issues.
But of the ones who
is that they're not accountable.
Of the accountability of all of the ones, Elon is the most in the public eye.
Yeah.
Elon's I think the most reputable.
I believe that he has put himself out there.
Because that's the thing.
That's great. He's someone.
All the
really
other people making these huge world-changing decisions.
They're not putting themselves.
Nobody
out there
knows
like
who they are.
Yeah, they're not putting themselves out like that.
You might know their name.
They try to stay in the shadows because they don't.
You don't know what they believe.
They don't want to be responsible.
You don't know how much they care for the people. You don't know how much they care for the planet. You don't know anything.
That's a great
At least Elon's sitting down for 3 hours talking about shit. Letting you get a feel for who he is. Hey, come shoot my car. Yeah, fuck it. Like, that's a cool motherfucker.
That's kind of what we were talking about, the popularity of Trump on the way here. Like, he's going to the football game. Like, that's one of the reasons that people love him, is because he does things that normal people love. You know what I mean? Like, he's not a super elitist motherfucker like Biden. Biden is a super elitist motherfucker.
Which is funny because...
But Trump is too. Come on now. He's a super elite
that's what I'm saying.
He just plays the part well.
Super rich bastard who just happens to also be a people pleaser when it comes to the public. And
I don't know about pleasing.
Yeah, I was about to say people pleaser is not the right term, but he's a man of the people in so many ways.
He has a good eye for how to win people over.
And we're not talking about policies. Fucking shut up. We're just talking about his entertainment value. God damn. Calm down out there.
Oh my God.
People get so worked up.
Like the great Schultz, he said, that motherfucker can move merch, okay?
Oh, yeah.
He got merch. Do you push merch or do you not?
The funniest Trump merch of all time is, I think it's Mike Tyson standing over, is it Holyfield? And it's got the Trump face and Hillary's on the ground.
That is a disgrace. That is a disgrace. To even align Trump with Muhammad Ali is absurd.
Ali. Sorry, not Tyson. But oh my God, that's so funny. That's so. I got both of those names completely fucked up. But you got the image. You got the image.
Everybody knows.
That's funny. I actually designed one of those for Adamo back when Trump first got elected.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I made counterfeit Trump merch. Don't sue me.
Dude, yeah, he's fucking. I'm sure he's copyrighted. He's copyrighted, motherfucker. Like, damn.
Dude, speaking of dumb shirts I made for Damo, I made a shirt with Damo's head, his face on it, looking completely stupid, surrounded by asses in like underwear, with Miley Cyrus under him doing a split, and a hand coming from the side pouring a 40 ounce on Damo's head. And I sent.
He wanted you to make this shirt.
He specifically requested, and on the back it said Damo the Don with his football number 40.
When was this?
Custom Inc. called me to confirm that this order was not me trying to bully somebody. And I said, and they just took my word for it. There's no way to confirm. But I said, trust me, he wanted all of this verbatim. He is going to love this. This is not a bullying situation.
How much did that shirt cost?
And the only thing they said was all we have to do is blur out the Old English logo because we can't print logos. And I was like, cool. They kept all the asses. They kept Damo's stupid face. They kept Miley Cyrus.
Which is the 40?
Yeah, the Old English 40 ounce. They said we got to blur the logo, but other than that, we can print it. Oh, like $25.
That's it?
Yeah.
For a custom T-shirt like that?
Well, to get it printed, I mean, if you're paying me to design it, that's different. But also, that was way back in the day. If I was going to design you a custom T-shirt, I wouldn't do it through fucking Custom Ink nowadays. There's way better avenues.
Word. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, but that's wild.
Yeah, try when it comes time to get the merch out, I'll be good.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll probably start on like Teespring because it's free to host, from what I understand, and they just print it to order it, and you don't have to worry about anything except designing them. So that's an easy way to start.
Do you have a story, the best story you heard this Thanksgiving?
Ooh, I mean, I have a story of what happened. I didn't hear any good stories. My dad made tube corn, and that was a joke the whole night.
Tube corn?
Cream corn that comes in a tube like ground beef.
Oh, I got you.
All day we were making jokes about tube corn. Like, I went to my dad's house.
That's a big hard rock right there,
early,
brother.
And
that's a big log.
But like, the first I'd heard of it, I went there in the morning, and he was like, yeah, I got to finish my coffee and put this tube corn in the pot. I was like, what? He was like, tube corn. I was like, what are you talking about, tube corn? Jeez. And he showed me the tube, and then he threw it in the crock pot, and we went out and put out some deer corn at the stands. And we got back, and he was joking about it the whole night. He was like, I got to get back to the house and stir my tube corn. It was just a running joke the whole night. And he was even like, he showed up at, the house where everybody was getting to, the whole family was there, probably like 30 people, and walks in and announces, I got the tube corn.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's just being stupid about it the whole night.
Jesus.
He spent about, my father spent about 15 minutes trying to explain to his aunt, who's probably 65, 70, what a GB is.
Oh my God. I remember you saying that.
Dude.
That is...
The older I get, the more I can truly enjoy the antics of Thanksgiving dinner with family. Especially because now everybody's of age. I think the youngest person...
If you have a family that can crack up, that's good.
Oh, dude, my family can crack the fuck up. We can cut the tube corn, I'll tell you that much.
Shit. Damn. I'm trying to think of the best story that I heard.
Yeah, I didn't hear any actual stories. Shit, I mean, honestly, at this point, we're 26. I've heard every fucking story they got.
I should have had an example before I fucking
proposed the question.
Oh my God. I did learn that my uncle, he's more my cousin, but
yeah,
he's just older than me, so I've always kind of thought of him as my uncle.
I'm gonna go ahead and restart that camera because it's about to cut off. But we'll give it about 5 more minutes. We'll wrap up.
I learned that he used to do amateur wrestling, like the crazy shit, like backyard fucking throwing chairs wrestling. He wrestled in high school, but then he played around with some amateur wrestling as well. I was like, damn, dude, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, he's a super cool dude.
To do something that extreme for zero in return,
I know,
is you're either crazy or dedicated.
No kidding. It's like bike riders and shit.
Yeah, I guess I could put a lot of things into that category. Sometimes it's just fucking fun.
Right.
Sometimes it's fun to get around the ring and fucking slam people.
Yeah.
No, not that I would know.
Yeah, I miss jiu-jitsu so much, dude. That's something that I miss.
God,
I'm super ready for Jackson to get older, so he's
that'll be fun
into sports and stuff.
That'll be fun.
I'm gonna take him to roll. He loves wrestling. I know he's gonna love it.
You gotta expose him to everything.
Yeah.
Fucking football, soccer, baseball, tennis.
I think the first two were gonna
track
be
and field,
soccer and martial arts.
I want to give my kid enough of the experience with every single sport so that they can truly decide if there's something they really want to play.
Yeah, if there's something they honestly love.
Like, there's so many families where it's like, well, my dad was a tennis player, so we always went out to play tennis.
Right,
it's like, I don't give a fuck what I'm into. You're going to have a basketball, a soccer ball, a football, a baseball, a glove, I want you to get all the experience you can get and truly make a decision about what is fun for you. And the same thing with like music, art, literature. Like, I want my kid to be as exposed to as many things as possible so that they can have the best option to choose what they would really like to pursue.
For sure. Yeah. And you have a jump because I feel like it's harder to expose your kids to music and arts compared to sports.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with it.
Yeah, if you're not familiar, yeah.
But I don't know, just as a listener, even without the knowledge, you can really inspire.
Piano lessons.
Well, that can be lame and discouraging, honestly. If you take your kid to a shitty piano teacher, you're going to make them not want to learn piano.
Right.
But I'm just saying, if you're a lover of music, even if you can't read music, play music, you don't know what a fucking octave is, you still can bestow the love of music into your kid.
Mm-hmm.
And if they want to pursue the actual acquisition of that knowledge, then that's on them.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
And art's just fun, man. Get some finger paints. Brother, listen, if I sat down with my kid with some finger paints, I'd have more fun than my kid would.
See, I've never been. I would much rather go play at the playground.
I'd have more fun than my kid if we both sat down with finger paint. Like, I'd be sitting there still painting, and he'd be like, can we do something else?
Yeah.
I'd be like, my masterpiece is almost finished.
That's so weird. I don't know why I've never been with the arts as much.
But the outside's nice. Like, you need to get your kid out and get him some sunshine, get him in the nature, get him enjoying physical activity. Yeah. It's all about the balance, as I say fucking way too often. It's all about the balance.
Yeah.
Is that a little mayfly on your collar?
Where?
Right here. Oh, just flew off. You missed it.
Damn. I love bugs.
Yeah, I know you do.
Damn it.
All right, well, I guess we can kind of wrap it up. We've been going for an hour.
Yeah, my fucking ass hurts.
Yeah, my whole body is like shaking from muscles just like having to be tense in weird areas to keep me from falling over right now. That's why I'm like holding my knees.
Yeah, this is a nice chill.
This is a dope
podcast.
spot.
Yeah, it's a cool spot.
Really cool spot. We'll have to come back here. Hopefully, we'll get some nice fluctuations in the weather. I was thinking, since I'm going to see Shane Gillis, I believe it's Friday, because I think it's the 1st. Might be the 2nd, but I think it's Friday. Would you be down because I imagine the show probably starts 7:30, 8?
Probably.
Would you be down if me and Denise stopped by your place and got a podcast in that Friday afternoon?
I'm down.
Because that'll save me a trip to Columbia.
No, that's cool.
All right. So as of now, that'll be the plan. If anything changes, it's always good. No problem. Word. And also about getting a new job, I'm really hoping I can get weekends.
We need to think about some lyrics for an intro song.
Jingle. Two paddles. I don't even know what we would do. It's got to be like...
It helps if it's something you can sing.
Like no more than...
30 seconds.
30 seconds. I'd like it like a short and sweet, like 20 seconds. You know who's got a good one? Bad Friends podcast has a really good intro. And then Andrew Santino's The Whiskey Ginger podcast has a really good intro. It starts by this old man. I think it's a quote from an old movie. It's this old man saying, "In here, we pour whiskey." And then it's a bass sax going bum 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 bum. And then it's just like a bunch of different references to whiskey. Really fucking sick. And then and references to gingers. Where he's like, I love ginger. I don't remember. And the same thing with Bad Friends. It's just like a really sick beat and just a bunch of references to Bad Friends. I'm thinking ours would start with like hearing the river flow. You hear some rapids, and then a beat comes in, and maybe a little. I don't know. I might have to get Barry or Denise to do some vocals where they're just like, up a creek with 2 paddles with your hosts Blake and Austin. Coming to you live.
No. It's got to be a song, dude.
But with a beat under that.
We should do a song together that we both do lyrics on. That's what we should do. That's what I was more envisioning.
Holy shit. I don't know about that.
Why not?
Well, I just don't. I don't want to turn people off in the first 30 seconds.
What if it was good?
It could be.
Yeah, we don't have to like make a shitty one.
Yeah, I'm down. I mean,
we can try it.
I just don't know what I would want the vibe to be.
I'm thinking it's hard to pick a vibe. Folky is an option.
Folky is nice, but then it's a little slow. It doesn't set you up.
What about soulful?
Again, a little slow, like maybe some upbeat.
Soulful's not
funky
like,
folk. I don't know. I just wanted to match.
Folk
I wanted
an
to match
up-tempo soul folky.
Yeah. I just wanted to match our energy.
Right, yeah.
So, like, when you hear the intro, I want you to kind of
definitely something
already
upbeat.
get an idea of what these people, what these dudes are about.
Yeah.
We'll workshop it. Well, yeah, we'll get off these rocks so our asses can recover.
All right, bro.
Thank you guys for listening.
Another one in the bag.
Did I say what episode? It's episode 23. 23. Tune in again next Thursday for episode 24. Thank you guys.
Peace.
Go Cox.
Fuck y'all.